Welcome to another episode of Don't Let It Stew. The next guest I have on, we've been friends for about a year. She came across my Instagram one day doing like a Kris Jenner impersonation. Literally, that's how it happened. She's also known as the Soup Queen. I do love a girl that does impersonations, hence why I'm friends with Amy Phillips as well. Your account is so funny, Anna. It's Anna Roisman. Is it Roisman?
It is, yes. Thank you. You nailed it.
Welcome.
Yeah. Have the confidence. You nailed the name. He's like, we've been friends for a year. How do I say her name?
How do I say your name? No, I just didn't want to like botch it because I'm always like Anna.
Thanks for having me, Stu.
Of course. Thank you for coming on.
Here.
It was kind of last minute, but I was going to have you on anyway, but when you come to LA, we'll have you on again. And I'm going to have like a 2-person setup here. So it'd be cool. Be
cute.
fancy. I love
it.
I always like to start off each episode with something called like what's stewing this week.
Yeah.
What I came across last Friday night, I was at a birthday party and like the guy was like 35 years of age, right? I'm 42, like that's fine, whatever. We're good friends. And so there's other friends like around him and they're talking about like, oh yeah, it's like my birthday, like it was my birthday like 2 weeks ago and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my God, like I thought I was like 36, but I'm actually 34. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Wait, he just didn't know his age?
Just forgot his age. I wish I could forget my age. Like, you know what? I thought it was like 45, but I'm actually 41. Like, it's just like annoying. Do you know when people are so young? Or like, they're like, I'm so old. Like, oh God, I'm turning 31 next year. I'm like, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Yeah.
It's just
age is a tricky subject. It really is. Everyone relates to it differently. I don't ever say my age publicly. You came out here fully blown out with like, I'm 42. I'm like, wow, brave. You're so brave.
I think I asked you like at the Super Bowl party that you came to, like at my friend's house. Like I was like, how old are you? You're like, really, Stu? Like, just
I'll tell you off air.
Yeah.
But I don't like when people try and guess. You know what I mean? I mean, I will obviously post references that suggests my age, but I'm 26 mentally, so there's really just no
like millennial stuff. You're like, stop.
Yeah, you know, literally. I mean, I named my dogs Billy Joel and Elton John, and I was like, because I love the face-to-face tour, and people are like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Okay, never mind."
Even I'm like, "What's that?"
Hide
like,
it.
Like, what do you have like that you want to get off your chest? Do you have anything? Did anything happen to you in the last week?
Yeah, honestly, yes.
Yes.
Okay, I will say, here's what's doing with me. So when I first in college and when I first graduated, I worked in restaurants. Okay. And you probably worked in restaurants.
Yes.
And you know, when you work in restaurants, I think everyone should in their life, they'll be a better person for it.
Absolutely.
But then, you know, I quit after 7 years. I worked in fine dining for 7 years. And then after I quit, you know, you like kind of feel you empathize when you go to restaurants, right? You empathize with the people. You're like, I know your job is hard today. I see what's going on. And then there comes a point where you're like, nope, I'm better at your job than you. I've kind of hit that peak in my life, you know, and the other day I went with our friend Andrea and we went to get a spritz. We were like, it's so beautiful out. Let's go to a rooftop and get a spritz. Yeah. Easiest drink to make on the planet.
Yeah.
And we go to the fanciest hotel in Williamsburg, very high up. I'm going to throw them under. And we sit down and we each are like, oh, we'd love a spritz. And they go, I'm sorry, we can't do anything sparkling today. I go,
what?
Well, I'm sorry, what? What do you like? Make the bubbles yourself of the Prosecco? You are the most expensive restaurant in all, I mean, like hotel in like the most expensive real estate area of Brooklyn. And they're like, they couldn't have gone out to get like a bottle of Prosecco at the liquor store if they didn't have it.
Like, why don't they have Prosecco?
It was so
or champagne,
weird.
Anything.
Yeah. And then I'm just like, I'm annoyed when like places are so pretentious, but then they act like they're better than you. I'm like, you're not even providing the basic for people, you know? We're not.
And it's like a nice day on a rooftop. It's like one of those. It's like that's the drink you have.
Yeah. So then I made her leave because I'm such a brat. And I was like, no, we're going to get a spritz somewhere else. There's plenty of beautiful bars around here. And we leave. And the guy at the front, who was like such an asshole to begin with, was like, I kind of need the table back in like 45 minutes. And I'm like, I used to do your job. And like, there's a way to do that. This place is empty. It's 5 p.m. And you don't have spritz. And so when we leave, he thinks we're leaving because we're like too poor or something. You know what I mean? He thinks we're walking out because we like looked at the prices on the menu and we were like,
Like, well, it was probably $26 for a fucking spritz.
Yeah, and I knew that going in, and I was ready for it, but they didn't have. They go, you could order a bottle of champagne. This is what they offered. You could order a bottle of champagne, and we could like bring you some like Aperol. I was like, I'm not doing a build my own fucking spritz. I could go home and do that, to be honest.
It's like build your own. That's fucking amazing. But that's even worse. Like, get the cheap bottles of champagne. Just do it while you're out of Prosecco right now, and just like fucking make everybody happy.
Yeah.
Like the bottle of champagne, you know what's the bottle of champagne? They're buying it for $8 and they're selling it for 20. Like, I just can't.
Anyway, I'm stewing on this because I thought that was really, I'm like, if you saw the view of this place, you'd be like, no fucking way. Like, Prosecco's like water there. Yeah.
It's not really a stewing thing. I think it like happens every year. It's gonna be May.
But you're stewing on it today.
I'm fucking pissed. Like, it's like I don't even want to open my Instagram because if I see Justin Timberlake's face on my Instagram feed, I'm gonna throw my phone out the window. It's like, no, it's like shut up. And like, I'm a happy person, but this makes me pissed. It just
I'm gonna say this is controversial. As a token millennial, it brings me back, you know? I love it. I'm like, oh my God. Yep.
I love the song. I know. I do love the song. You know, I think I know the routine and like of dancing like in what is it, early 2000s? Like, I mean, I love the song. It gets under my skin.
I'm going to warn you then. Barbara Corcoran already posted It's Gonna Be May.
I've done follow her today then. I mean, that's definitely happening.
I love her.
Cinco de Mayo is coming up. What are you up to? What do you do? What do you do in New York?
You know, it's usually one of those things I remember maybe around 4 p.m. on Cinco de Mayo.
Totally.
When I see other people celebrating and I'm like, oh, wow, right. I probably won't do anything. What day is it on?
It's a Sunday.
Oh, that's kind of good.
Oof,
you know,
so
but that
good.
could ruin the week. I can't do anything. I got my one-woman show next week. I can't start the week off Cinco de Mayoing. You know what I mean?
Like, I woke up Monday. Saturday night was a bit heavy, and like I'm still feeling it from like on Monday. I'm still feeling it. You know, when you're older, like I'm 42 now, as I said like 5 times before. It's just the hangover just lasts for days. So I'm like texting everybody, my friends, hey, I'm going to give up drink for 90 days. I'm just going to give it a go. This, that, and the other. Last night, go to a party last night, had 2 drinks. Like, just can't.
I keep threatening that too. I threaten that, and I'm like, I think today's the day I give up gluten for a little while. And then last night, I ordered 3 pastas and 2 orders of focaccia bread, like a fat, crazy girl.
That's another thing I saw on your Instagram that kind of like annoyed me. Like, I do love you, you know that. And I saw that like you did takeout, which I have no problem with takeout. I love takeout.
Yeah.
I just think the worst type of takeout is getting pastas from an Italian restaurant. It is. It's like it's
Chef's
the one
throwing me under.
I know. Wait till we get to the soup queen. No, but here's the thing. I order from Pizza Mozza here. It's around the corner. Love it. Not, did you really Pizza Mozza?
I worked at Osteria Mozza for 3 weeks.
Next door.
Yeah.
3 weeks. And so I love the food there, but I'm getting a pizza and I'm getting the meatballs. Or if it's like John and Vinny's, I'll get like
the best.
Like the meatballs as well. Or always get food that travels well. Yes. Pasta to me just always sticks together. It's kind of lukewarm. Like, pasta needs to come straight from the boiling water into the sauce, into the plate in front of you. You know what I mean? That's how I always see it.
I agree with you. I'm going to actually defend myself in this moment. It was Passover all week, so I didn't eat like any pasta or anything. But I make pizza on matzah all week. So I was eating matzah pizza all freaking week. So when I wanted to break Passover, I was like, I would normally do it with pizza. And then I was like, well, whatever, let's just get pasta. And there is this good place right by me. So it was pretty hot, actually.
Yeah.
When you come to New York next, I'm going to bring you to Forma and you'll be like, I see the appeal. I could eat this bowl.
We'll go. I'll be there in July.
Okay, great. We'll eat hot bowls of pasta.
Disgusting. No, I can just see you. For some reason, I started laughing when you were talking about matzah pizza. I literally can see you just like disgustingly like biting into it, shit going everywhere, and you going Devon.
Stavoon.
Devon.
Stavoon, I love. Yeah. I like it. Picasso.
I just posted a guacamole recipe. Everybody go see it on my Instagram reel just in celebration for Sunday. I have a fajitas recipe. Don't know if it's going to go up because my editor just doesn't want to edit it right now. He wants to just move abroad. I'm like, okay. I just got that text this morning.
Maybe I do a full Chef Stu Cinco de Mayo. Maybe I just cook and make your dishes.
Make my dishes. Yeah, I might have to edit that fajitas recipe today. Okay, that's all there's about that. Big Wig podcast. Tell us about it. When did you start the Big Wig podcast?
About a year and a couple months ago.
Okay.
So it's still fairly new.
Yeah.
It's Andrea Lopez and I, and we talk, random shit, pop culture, what it means to be a bigwig, and then we do our impressions. So we do a lot of like Chris and Courtney together.
Mm-hmm.
We take audience questions. We talk about things that are going on in the Kardashian world. We did a full bonus episode the other day as Julia Fox and Kristen Cavallari, which was off the fucking rails. Like,
so her Kristen Cavallari is just,
so
if you have not, go to Andrea Lopez on Instagram. So her Kristen Cavallari is just insane.
Yeah.
It's like your Kris Jenner. It's like, it's insane too. You know what I mean? It's
Thank you.
It's the funniest thing ever. That's why we did a video together. I was obsessed.
We have more videos that I'm going to put out.
I know. We just kept talking that the threesome one where the three of us are sitting down.
It's so funny.
There's so much
There's
in
a
there.
lot. I know. I need to be locked in a room to edit. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard to continue to edit. Anyway.
I know. So last night I went to a premiere party. I went with my friend. We'll call him SG because he's a manager in town. I don't have to say names of people, and my manager Jason. And so we go. So I drive, and I come straight from work. I pick up Jason. We drive, and the valet is just fucking insane. Like there's just a line for the valet. I'm like, fine. Like it's 7:22. I wanted to get here by 7:30. All good. I'm pulling up. I see Jill Zarin to the right. And like, I'm friends with Jill. We were texting. I'm like, oh, I'm going to be going to your thing tonight. Like, I'll see you there or whatever. And so I look to the right. I'm like, Jason's like, oh, look, that's so cute. There's a little car and it says you can hire goats. No shitting you, right? I pull up and I'm like, Jill. And she's like, oh my God, it's like Gary. She's like, he has goats. He hired goats. And I'm like, why is he getting goats? Literally didn't put the two and two together. Like the show is called The Goat.
The Goat. Wow.
Oh, wow. And and I'm just like, Gary. Like this is all I hear like on the sidewalk.
Okay, you do a great Jill Zarin.
No, I love her so much and I have so much fucking fun with her. She's like, oh my God, Gary, like, why'd you get two? Like, she's like, you should have got three. It's like, oh my God, you're hilarious. Give me one. Like, and then like they're just walking in. I'm still in the car. I pull up the car. I give the guy my key. I get out. Jason can't get out of the car. He's like, I can't fucking get out. I'm like, why? Because the bitch that's driving the fucking goat car pulled up right beside us and now I'm blocked in. So Jason has to climb through the front of my side to get out the car because there's so many cars that the valet guys are just like taking keys. They're not even like driving them away,
He got stuck because of the goats. I'm sorry. Hollywood's a weird place. And if the goats are better than the people now, then like we got to respect that.
I mean, it looks like a kind of a fun idea for a birthday party, maybe. I don't know. Or just sounds like
they're on leashes too. They look like puppies.
They're on leashes, right? They're the cutest things. They really are. This show, I thought they were going to show the first episode. I saw Jill last night. I saw Patty Stanger, a few other randos there. We won't get into it. And will you watch this show?
What? I don't know the premise of the show.
I don't either. So it's called The Goat. The greatest, what is it? The greatest person of all time. Like, what's it called? GOAT? Like, what does it stand for again?
Yeah, greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time. So CJ Fanko, Jason Smith, who's a chef. I saw him there last night. I said hi. Jill Zarin, Joey Sasso, Paolo Mayfield, Reza.
Oh, I love Joey.
What's he from? Joey Sasso.
The Circle, originally. He won the first Circle.
Don't watch it. Tasha Adams, Wendell Holland, Lauren Speed. I don't know any of these people.
Wendell Holland went to my high school and he was on Survivor.
Oh, wow. You're the right guest for this show.
Maybe I should watch. Yeah, it sounds like a great group.
That's why I'm saying to you, I think we should watch. We can discuss it
Okay.
in a few weeks' time. Joe Amabile, who I actually know from the Hamptons. I met him last year, and I think he has like a tomato sauce or something. Doty was there, Kristen Doty, Tech Holmes, and then Alyssa Edwards, who's my favorite drag queen ever. Like she just looked amazing last night.
So they have to compete to become the greatest of all time.
I think so. Like challenges, voting off, all that kind of stuff. I guess it's their version of like traders, I guess.
I love it. And they should also have real goats in the house, you know, like Real World. Like, can these famous people live among the goats?
But I just can't believe, like, I'm just there and I'm like seeing Gary with the goats. I'm like, why the fuck did he hire goats? Like,
what a fun idea.
No, it actually is quite genius and fun, but I just wasn't with it last night. Do you watch Beverly Hills Housewives?
No. Right. I know if they put Hilaria Baldwin on, I will watch, but that's the rumor.
Is that rumor, or do you think that would happen or no? But I thought she lived in New York with Alec, right?
She does, but that day that the rumor like happened, when everyone was talking about it, she posted on her story a photo of her, and she wrote, "I heart Beverly Hills," like a photo of her in Beverly Hills.
Like she's trying to be Taylor Swift with the Easter eggs. Like,
yeah, it was very cryptic, and people are like, "See, she's going on." People also say Chelsea Handler might be going on.
That's not happening. There's just no way. She's too big for that. There's no way.
Yeah, I also am like, does she really want to hang out with those women? Like, probably not. I have no idea.
It's so funny because I was going to ask you, like, with the Housewives. Well, look, I'm going to talk about, like, Dorit apparently is not coming back on Beverly Hills. You know who Dorit is? You're like, no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dorit and PK and stuff. But apparently they're kind of threatening her, saying like, if you don't tell us about your marriage, you're not coming back on the show. Well, she's not coming back on the show, so she probably doesn't want to talk about the marriage.
Yeah.
I guess PK is staying at the Beverly Hills Hotel. All I guess, I don't know what's going on. People DM me, like just DM me and tell me what's going on because I don't know. Same with Kyle, because they all want to know about her lesbian relationship, if it is a lesbian relationship, allegedly.
Yeah.
But they don't know what's going on with that.
When you sign up for these shows, though, you're pretty much signing your life up. So if you're not going to tell your life, then like people are just going to be pissed off and they're going to be like, well, we don't want you on the show. Like, I don't know. Then it feels fake, right? Look at my dog in the bed.
I know. No, my dog is right here on the ground. It's just, and he had a squeaky toy, and he was just like, I was like, not today, bitch. I was like, not today. I was going to be Soup Queen.
Oh yeah.
This was like your claim to fame with me when you met me. You were like, I'm the Soup Queen. I'm like, she's crazy. Like,
no, I'm not.
Tell me. Yes.
I started making soups before the pandemic.
Okay.
It was the first thing I ever like decided to start cooking. Here's why. I the only food I'll ever eat as a leftover is soup.
I'm fucking dying. I know why I'm laughing so hard. Go on. Say Soup Queen, leftovers, go.
Back in the day when I lost my day job like 9 years ago, I was like, well, I guess I'm like poor now. I should probably learn to cook. And and I was like, what's one food I'll eat all week? I'd eat a soup all week. Yeah. You can agree on that, right? I can't make like a fucking piece of salmon and eat it Friday when I make it on Monday. No. Yeah. So I started making soups and I was like, wait, I'm like really good at this. And then I was like, go heavier with it. And then when we were locked down, I started filming them and they were psychotic. I did 15 episodes of this where I literally would like make a soup, but there was also a theme to it. I'd wear a costume and then I'd have like a music theme. So some of them got muted, you know what I mean? Because you can't really do a Britney Spears soup episode on TikTok. They were way too long. They were crazy. I failed sometimes. I tried to make a ramen. I fully failed. Ended up just making, one of those other ramen. And then a ramen company sent me some because they felt bad. They were like, you really butchered that one. Like, let's send you Mike's Mighty Good. They're good. I like that one. Anyway, it was very fun. I love making soup. It's therapeutic for me.
You can find these on TikTok and Instagram or YouTube.
They're all on Instagram.
When you come to Los Angeles, we're going to do a video together. I'm going to do a soup together.
I would love that.
Yeah,
I would love that. Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite soup?
Do you know what? I do a really, really good tomato soup.
Wow. And do you roast it all?
The key is roasting it. And it's actually so like effing easy. Like, but Roma tomatoes always,
yes.
like lots of oregano. I use my Greek seasoning, whatever. Onions. Like I'll do like a red bell pepper in there too.
Me
like
too.
lots of olive oil, maybe like a tiny bit of vinegar, and then just roast the crap out of it for like a good 45 minutes at like 375, and then
And
throw it in the
blend that shit
blender.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
blender with some
So
chicken
easy.
stock or veggie stock. Yeah, it's
I
so
love that.
easy. And
I
then
have
maybe a
another
tinge of
question
cream.
for you.
Yeah.
Do you think chili is a soup? Because I get asked this question a lot as a soup queen, and it's a very controversial topic.
I would say it's not.
Wow, okay.
What do you don't eat? No, it's
I
like a
think chili is a soup. It's like a thicker soup.
it's literally bolognese.
Okay, well, that is a different category because that goes with pasta.
Um, what did somebody you tell me, what I was saying the other day, when it was Passover and stuff like that. I was talking to Billy Eichner. We were like texting one day, and we were talking about food or something like that, because the people I work for, like they're a Jewish family, like, oh yeah, you met them before.
Yeah,
And
the sweetest.
yeah, and what's the dish called where you get matzah and you crack you break it up into scrambled eggs?
Matzo brie.
Matzah brie. So he was talking about matzah brie, and I'm like, matzah brie is basically like a Mexican chili chilaquiles, or like a Jewish chili chilaquiles.
Pretty
I
much.
mean, it
Or
kind
like
of is,
French
right?
toast with a cracker,
Yeah.
like it's yeah. I prefer it sweet, because when you say chilaquiles, it's like that's savory. I like
Oh,
it sweet with
is it
like
sweet?
syrup,
Oh,
matzo brie.
what,
You can
eggs,
go
matzo brie syrup
yeah, and cinnamon and sugar.
with eggs? Like
It's
scrambled
like
eggs?
French toast. No, it's not scrambled. It's more
Oh,
like a
okay.
French toast, the way
Gotcha.
it depends how you do it. Like, if it's really
Oh,
eggy, then, like, yeah, maybe you'd have it savory,
oh,
but think French toast, that's how I eat it. Anyway.
okay. All right.
Really glad to
Um,
share my matzo
no, I
brie.
was like, I totally got it wrong then. So it's not anything like chilaquiles. I mean, it's just,
It
it's
can
like,
be. Matzo's just so versatile, it
yeah,
can
you
be,
break it up.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
Taylor Swift album, are you liking it, hating it, loving it? What do you think? You're like a
Haven't
don't listen.
heard
Are
a
you serious?
single second. No, but I really wanna do a listening video as Kris Jenner, listening to "Thank You, Amy," and discussing her reaction.
Well,
I haven't heard it yet. Should I? Is
yeah.
it good?
Start with I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, then go to Damn Bad. Like, I'm gonna give you kinda like the hits that
Oh my
you'll
god, will
like.
you text me my,
Yes.
the order? Okay,
Yes.
great.
And just start with that, and then you can go wherever else afterwards. So, yeah. So I wanted to ask you some questions, as Kris Jenner, because there's a lot going on now with that. So
Tons.
do you think
I should get my
Thank
glasses.
You, Amy? Is it Thank You? It's Thank You, Amy is about Kim or Carly Kloss? Because we're thinking it's about Carly Kloss now and her sister.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have to say, I think it is about a girl named Amy. And I know
Oh,
Kanye
okay.
West had an assistant named Amy. And I think that girl was she did such a terrible job that everybody hated Amy. And so when Kanye went up on that stage, and offended
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, Amy was there saying, Taylor, this is for you.
Oh,
And so
God.
she was really pissed off. Kimberly has nothing to do with this. Kimberly is only a light and joy in everybody's lives, and she really loves Taylor Swift and her music. So, yeah, I really don't think it's about her. I think there
Oh,
was a typo. I
she
think it
loves
was a
her?
typo. She really supports her as an artist.
Um
Yes.
Jesus. So you had a family meeting about it. So apparently it's Carly Kloss.
Absolutely.
Carly Kloss has a sister called Kim, and I guess Carly Kloss knew somebody that Big Machine Records, and the sister gave Taylor a heads up that her masters were
Wow.
being sold behind Taylor's back, but Carly didn't tell Taylor. So I think that's what the
It sounds
Kim.
like Carly, should really just put out another cookie, I think, rather than claim that Taylor's song is about her family. I could help her,
Jesus Christ.
She had a cookie. Do you remember?
Yeah. Oh, yes, I do. Kylie is pregnant with a kid allegedly with Timothy Chalamet. How's it going? Did
Well, I don't know that this is fully confirmed
Okay.
information.
Did
I
you
see
tell her
what
to go
you're doing,
shopping?
Stu. I see what you're doing, and I'm stewing over it.
Oh,
I think Timothy Chalamet is such an amazing actor. I think that he absolutely should procreate, and what better than to do it, my sweet Kylie? So I am all for it. I have already like 16, 14 grandchildren, something along those lines.
16, 14. You don't even know anymore.
Something. Yeah. I can't keep tracks. I had an edible for breakfast. I can't.
Jesus Christ.
Can't
I mean, you haven't given up those edibles since we did our video at Christmas time with the martinis.
No, I've only leaned in harder. But who doesn't want another Willy Wonka walking around Calabasas?
Jesus Christ.
Can't wait.
So I presume then you were responsible for Kylie posting that video of her with a flat stomach.
Well, we said we're not confirming yet with the media, so we have to do a little bit more. We got to do a little bit more work to convince the people it's not true.
Jesus.
Yeah, I've been telling. I'm going to do a flat stomach video later today, too.
I don't want to see that. No.
Corey does.
Okay. Here we go. We're going to wrap this up. Before we go, do you have any food questions for me? Because I always have to talk about food in some aspect here.
Do I have
anything?
Yeah, I have a food question for you. I'm curious.
Oh no.
What is the best preparation of chicken in your mind? Because we do so many, because there's brick pressed, there's grilled, there's roasted, there's spatchcock, which
I love that.
I don't know what they do to that, but
spatchcock is basically you have to take the spine of the chicken or whatever and cut it out and then you flatten it.
Yeah, I don't want to do
so
that.
It cooks faster if you do that.
Because it's not round, it's flat.
It's like flat in a cast iron. It's and put loads of lemons and onions and whatever around it.
Yeah.
But generally what I do with the chicken, I just do a roast chicken, 420 degrees, 1 hour and 20 minutes, stuff the shit out of it with thyme, lemon, onions, garlic bulbs, tie it up, put a ton of, I do lots of chunky roast tomatoes in the bottom of the tray, chunky carrots, onion, few cloves of garlic in there, some more thyme, and then I put a cup of chicken stock, put your chicken on top, olive oil, salt, pepper generously, and into the oven.
It sounds delicious.
That's
so
it.
Jewish of you too. You picked roast chicken like my grandmother.
No, every time I do Passover, or every time I cook meals at the house, it's I'm dying to do brisket. They're no brisket. I'm I'm doing it anyway. So I do it anyway, on the slides in the other oven, and then I take it out, and because there's 15 other guests, and they want to be healthy and stuff like that, which I get. And then the brisket, everyone's raving about it. It's amazing. No one fucking eats the chicken. No one eats the salmon because everyone wants brisket. I'm just because you two don't want it doesn't mean that everyone else.
Yeah, everyone else is loving it. Who doesn't love a brisket? Wait, I had one more question for you. Yeah. Is there any celebrity chef that you don't know that you would love to have a meal with?
I would like to have a meal. Yeah, I really like Tyler Florence. I've always liked him. I always resonate with him the way his cooking style. I think one of the first shows I watched on Food Network was kind of Tyler's Ultimate in New York in his New York apartment. I loved that show. I just he's just kind of just casual and fun and roasts and ribs and chicken and just nice day-to-day food, and he does it well. So
he doesn't try and make it too complicated.
Yeah, no.
I saw Marcus Samuelson on the street yesterday. Just that.
Because he has a restaurant in Williamsburg, right?
No, I was downtown. He was in the city.
No, it's Harlem. He has a place.
Yeah, he's uptown. Yeah, but I saw him and I was like,
You have any upcoming live gigs coming up?
I do. Tell Thursday.
All my 20 listeners.
All of you, come next Thursday, May 9th. I'm doing all my impressions. It's a show called Impressionista. Okay. And it's at Joe's Pub, one of my favorite venues in New York City. Venue. It's the best. Great food, great drinks. Andrea's going to do a little bit on it, and it's going to be fun. I don't know. And then, and then I'm doing stuff in June too. So follow me on Instagram because I have all my dates listed.
And when are you coming to LA? Are you doing anything in LA? Did you ever do a show in LA?
Yeah, I performed in LA. I was trying to, I'm probably going to do my show there in the fall.
Okay, great.
I'm going on tour with my friend Tom, who does Ina Garden.
I've been chatting with him. If he comes to LA, we're going to do a video together.
Yeah, we gotta all
we chatted.
meet up.
Yeah,
He's the
that'd
best.
be amazing.
Yeah, so we're doing that in June, and then we're going to LA in the fall. But I'll be in LA this month in 2 weeks.
We'll hang
so,
out a lot. Promise. I
yeah,
swear.
I would love that.
Where are
I'm
you
coming for a
staying?
week.
You got rid of
TBD.
TBD? Okay, great. If you need somewhere to stay, let me know.
I do.
Anna, thank you so much. I know this was last minute. I really, really appreciate you coming on.
Of course, anytime. I have so much fun with you.
Go follow Anna at Anna Roisman. Roisman? Jesus. ANNAROISMAN. I'm telling you, you will not regret it, and you'll be laughing your ass off.
Thanks, doll.
I'll see you all next week, guys. Bye.